I don't wanna hear any more small talk. Off that short pier, take a long walk. My style ain't free cause it ain't off top. I'm at your throat, go get a cough drop. I don't wanna hear any more small talk. Off that short pier, take a long walk. My style ain't free cause it ain't off top. I'm at your throat, go get a cough drop. It's kush. I love me too much and your brain turn to mush. Fall flat on your tush. You couldn't handle the product I push. I guess I'm just used to it, I just do it. Like Nike swoosh, none of that Reggie Bush. Cause I'm top shelf, I ain't got wealth. But I'm on my grind like park rails. I'd sell the shoes right off my 2 feet. Then add one, that's a yard sale. Got dumb bars that be smarter than Harvard, Yale. Take your pictures elsewhere. You wanna be TMZ, I wanna be VIP. Quit pandering, I'm not answering. Cause I don't wanna hear any more small talk. Off that short pier, take a long walk. My style ain't free cause it ain't off top. I'm at your throat, go get a cough drop. I don't wanna hear any more small talk. Off that short pier, take a long walk. My style ain't free cause it ain't off top. I'm at your throat, go get a cough drop. All of that bark and no bite, that's alright. Not everyone can be the big dog. Take a walk, kick rocks. Can't keep me out cause I pick locks. They hearing me knocking, I'll never be stopping. I keep this shit popping like lip gloss.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to your Thursday night edition of Unscripted, live here on the All Sports All Plays Network and also live on Unscripted. I'm your host, producer tonight, Logan Landers, and joining me is my cohort in crime, the amazing Chris Gonzales. Gonzo, what's going on, brother? How's your Thursday been?
It's been good, man. Like we was talking before the show, been watching some baseball, getting ready for the NBA draft. I just saw it come across that the Sacramento Kings are shopping that 4th pick for trades, and the Pacers are part of that. Rumor is Pacers are trying to move up to get Ivy at number 4.
There's also rumors, too, Chris, that the Hawks might trade John Collins for that number 4 pick. So there might be something going down. Of course, the draft begins at 8 o'clock, so about an hour away. But
so our teams might be battling.
They might be. We're battling for that number 4 pick, man. But I don't know if you're Sacramento, though, Chris. I mean, this is the definition of the most poverty-looking franchise in sports. They haven't made the playoffs since, I believe, 2006. So it has been quite a long time since they've had any form of success. Their best player for a while was DeMarcus Cousins. He's been gone for a long time now. Now you have De'Aaron Fox. You traded Buddy Hield. I mean, I don't know. Like, what do they need to just get draft picks? Because those ain't been working out lately, or they need to go get some vets. What do you think the Kings should do with that pick? Should they trade it for an established, like, kind of, I wouldn't say superstar, but should they keep that pick and go with their gut, get someone in the draft, or should they trade it away for a John Collins or for, we'll say, like a B-plus player, right? Someone who is solid, but maybe not that like A-plus player you're looking for.
I don't know. I kind of think you keep it, because if you can get a guard like Ivy and you pair him with Sabonis that they have there in Sacramento already, if you can get a player like that, I think you got to take him. Draft picks can work out or they cannot work out. So trading back in the draft really, to me, wouldn't make much sense. I think you take whoever you think's the best available at 4 that can help your team the most.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, because you always hear about rumors of trades before the draft. Half the time, or even like 75% of the time, they don't even happen. Yeah. But at least it's fun to just kind of look at, diagnose, and see possibly what.
Some of them are just, a lot of it's just smoke and mirrors to make other teams react. And you see it around the NFL draft as well.
We got Dustin Reese chime in saying Magic need to take Banchero, most NBA-ready player in the draft. Also, speaking of the Magic, going to give a quick shout-out to Frankie C. here, our boy, our resident Lakers fanatic. The Lakers, Chris, I don't know if you saw, the Lakers are in the draft now. They got a second-round pick from Orlando just for some cash. So they're going to draft somebody. You like to see it because they didn't have any draft picks. They really don't have anything worthwhile for, it feels like 10 years. Our boy, Jay McLovin, what's going on, brother? Hope you're doing good on your trip. He's curious to see who gets drafted at 14. After 14, Houston drafts at 17. Jay, put whoever you think Houston wants, who they're going to get in the draft to pair with your young core there.
And they got what? Is it the 3rd pick?
You talking about Houston?
Yes.
Let me check real quick. and I will let you know, Chris.
or something like that.
Yeah, I know they. I know they have a high draft pick because they didn't have obviously a very good record.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the Magic have the number 1 pick, the Thunder have 2, the Rockets have the number 3 overall
Okay.
pick. So also Jay, why do you want the 17? Why don't you think third? Like
so they have 3,
okay.
17, and 26.
I mean, honestly, I don't know about you, but I'm just kind of floating this out there. You could package that 17 and that 26, Chris, for a decent player.
Yep.
I mean, I feel like that would really help out the Rockets team because I mean they don't have that veteran presence. They don't have they have a lot of young players, which is nice and fine. But I feel like they need an established player. So, I mean, I'm just throwing it out there, Jay. Would you want your 17 and 26 to get traded for somebody? I just want to know. Dustin said Houston can take Smith or Holmgren at 3 and then go get Mark Williams or A.J. Griffin later on in the draft. Rob Scott chimed in saying, my guys. Jay said, because you know who the 3 are, but after 14 is when the draft gets watered down. Yeah, I mean, we've talked about here on the show. This doesn't feel like a super stacked draft at the moment, I mean, like I said, there's a lot of kids who are going to get paid a bunch of money right now. But in terms of just the hype of this year's draft compared to previous years, with the Zions and whatnot, this one doesn't feel as top quality. But like I said, we'll see as time goes on as these guys progress. Let's go in. This goes in perfectly into our first topic here. Chris, Gonzo, I want to know, who do you think will be the number 1 overall selection in the NBA draft here tonight in just under an hour, going to the Orlando Magic?
I think it's going to be Jabari Smith. That's what a lot of the reports have been saying. And if you look at the sports books, they have him like a minus 560 favorite to be number 1 pick now. And the sports books usually have a pretty good idea of what's going on. So I think it's going to be Smith. I think Banchero is the most NBA ready player. But I think it'll be Smith.
Yeah, and usually the number 1 pick is pretty easy, case shut. But I wouldn't say that for this year though, because there's a bit of an aura of you don't know who's going to go number. Really, I mean, 1 through 3.
You hear a lot of people saying Holmgren.
Yeah.
People like Banchero.
Yeah, I mean, those are the 3 big ones that I've been hearing that could go number 1. Dustin said Paolo should be, but he won't be. Smith will be. Yeah, that's kind of the consensus I've been seeing, is that Smith, big man from Auburn, he'll be going to Orlando. And do you think that he can elevate Orlando into, I'm not saying a big playoff push, but maybe sneaking in as that play-in team potentially?
I think they maybe. You just never know with Orlando. They always find ways. It seems like they find ways to mess up the situation. But you would think with his ability to come in, he's definitely going to make them better.
Yeah, and Orlando's got a super young team too. I mean, they're kind of like the Rockets in a sense of they just have a multitude of young talent. Like I said, I'm hoping that it is Jabari. He is from Fayetteville, Georgia. And you know what's crazy? Chris? Make us all feel old here for a minute. Guess what year Jalen Smith was born?
What year?
2003.
Oh shit!
Yeah, with the Sandy Creek High School in Georgia, of course. So hoping for the best of him. But I am kind of curious though, because like I said, he only played 1 year at Auburn. So we see that way very, very often, that guys play that 1 year, do great, immediately get drafted. The stats just go through real quick. Almost 17 points a game, 1 block, 1 steal, 2 assists, about 7.5 rebounds a game. Shoots about 80% from the free throw line, 42% from 3, and for a field goal, close to 43 as well. So I mean, he'll get you some good buckets. And like I said, 6'10", 220, he'll slide right into that starting rotation, and we'll see what happens to him. Let's see. Dustin guessed 04. Sanders said 2000. Also, Sanders coming in saying Kyrie come to Dade County. you'd fit really nice here in Miami with the palm trees. I believe you'd fall in culture that we got here. I think you'd love a president of operations like Pat Riley. Dustin also said get rid of that one and done crap and do what the MLB does. What I mean, I know it's a little bit off topic. What do you think? Do you think they should get rid of the one and done, Chris? Because I mean, it hasn't been around for too long. It's only been around for a handful of years, right? And I don't
think it really
what do you
matters.
think? Yeah.
I don't even think it really matters because if you don't have the one and done, they're just going to go to the NBA. So, why are you going to switch it to? Do they have to play 2 years or 3 years or
that's what baseball? That's what MLB's is. I checked it just to make sure. The players only eligible 3 years after first enrolling into a 4-year college or after they turn 21. So they make you play at least 3 seasons before getting drafted. I don't know about 3. I feel like 2.
Or you have to wait till you're 21.
Yeah. So that's why we see a lot of prospects get called up. They're a little bit older.
I think it would make college basketball more interesting.
Because I feel like it kind of hampers it, and you can't really get attached to someone who's only there for a season. That's why I've always had kind of issues. Not really. I've never really gotten fully invested into like college basketball, just because I mean it would always be, these guys are here for a season or two and then they're gone. And then your team can either, if you're like a North Carolina or a Duke or whoever, you'd be fine. But I mean, if you're a team on the fringe, that could hurt your school for 10 years. Let's see. Dustin said, if you're good enough to be drafted out of high school, if you go to college, you need to play 2 or 3 years. Yep. Just confirming it. Sandy said it's either one and done or these kids are going to the G League fresh out of high school. Yeah. I mean, then we've seen more, it was Green last year, right? Who got drafted from the G League because he had skipped college to go play for the G League, and he'd gotten drafted. So he was, I think, the first one to do that. He said, but college basketball wasn't ever for you to be invested in players. It's the team you care about more than the players.
That's not totally true because, and when you said that, Logan, it actually made me think. That's a great point. I really didn't even think about it that way.
Right.
When I was growing up in the 80s, college basketball, almost everybody played 4 years.
Yeah.
So you were basically rooting
for
that same team of guys for 4 years. Like I was a big Damon Bailey. I'm a big IU fan.
Mm-hmm.
Damon Bailey, Calbert Chaney, and all them guys. And as I've gotten older, now if you watch college basketball, the team changes every season. You never know who you're going to have the next season or 2 years down the road. So it does make it a little hard to get invested in the team than also on years ago in college basketball.
Right. And also on the flip side too, I mean, I feel like it's a testament to the coaches now because my God, you're going in there every season losing 5 players, if not more. That's why Coach K and a lot of the big name coaches who get stars drafted a year after they're playing. I mean, that's why they're able to come back and win a good bit of games, get into tournaments and, win their conference. And it's just super impressive. And I feel like people don't look at more of how good the coaching ability is, especially now. Because like you said, we got kids leaving a year later than 3 or 4. Let's see. Dustin said, I'd rather have a team filled with 3 stars instead of 1 and done 5 stars. JJ Redick was 2 stars, Curry's was 3, and they stayed 3 and 4 years. Yeah, that's true. I feel like people kind of forget that Curry stayed, a lot of years. Same with JJ. Sandra, you do realize times have changed. This in the 80s, 90s, the way. I mean, yeah, we all know that.
Yeah, I do realize that. But you said college basketball was never meant.
Right, you said it was never meant to be invested with the players.
And back then it was. Yeah. Now it's not. It's changed. I agree, but.
Yeah, I mean, that's just
you actually just said what Logan's point was.
Right. Also, Damien says, how many trades do you all expect to see tonight? I'll just go this. How about over under 5? Oh, well, are we talking, Damien, about like draft pick trades or just like players getting traded? Because draft pick trades, that's going to be a lot. But player trades, maybe 2. We don't really see a whole lot of those.
I'd say 2 or 3.
Yeah, but draft pick trades we'll see a good bit of. We usually see 3 to 4, maybe more. Just kind of depends.
I would say maybe if you said over under 5, I would probably maybe go with the over just because I don't think this draft is near as deep.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to see a lot of teams
drafts.
maybe moving back, getting picks for the next couple of years. I could definitely see that. John Suggs says, I say 4 trays tonight, 2 in the top 10. Not a bad call there, John. So he said both picks in play. So so over 5 then for combined. All right, we'll see how it goes. Draft about 40 minutes, kicks off 8 o'clock, and we'll see who goes to all of our respective teams. All right, speaking of sports, Chris, we talked about it on Tuesday. Here we are, Avalanche out of Colorado, Tampa Bay with the Lightning. It's a 3-1 lead now. Colorado had a really good game, a tight win last night, 3-2 with the dub in OT. Puts them up 3-1 in the series. So, I mean, do you think the Avalanche can come back? Or excuse me, do you think the Lightning can come back from this, very hard deficit that's only been done a handful of times, not just in hockey, but just in sports?
No, I think this series is over. I think the Avalanche will finish it off. I think tomorrow night is when they play again, if I remember correctly.
Yes, they play tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern. I
think the Avalanche is going to finish the series tomorrow, especially the way Tampa lost last night to lose in overtime.
Yeah,
you're that close to tie. You're that close to tying the series at 2-2, and then instead now you're down 3-1. I just think it's going to be hard for Tampa to recover from that.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, last night's game was a hell of a game to watch. Oh, yeah. I really enjoyed it, but I think the Avalanche will close it out tomorrow. I originally said Avalanche in 7.
That might be 5.
That's what my dad said, 5 from the get go. I never thought that either team would get up to a 3-1 advantage.
I didn't see this either. I thought it would at least be 6 in terms of how many games there'd be, but Colorado,
if the Lightning were up 3-1, I'd be saying the series is over.
Right.
As well. You know what I mean?
Damien says, I still see Tampa winning it in 7. Well, it's going to be tough, man. We all know that 3-1 lead is tough to come back from. That's why I said on Tuesday's show that Tampa needed to win last night even, to get it to 2-2. And, I mean, because at that point, it's just a clean slate. But now, I mean, the Avalanche are in the driver's seat, man. They can I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas. I think they're going to come out tomorrow night, Game 5, and look to get that win. It's going to be, I think they're in Colorado, if I'm not mistaken. So they're going to have, yes, they are. So they're going to have the home fans just cheering them on, wanting to get that win at home on home ice. And it would not surprise me one bit if Colorado wins this tomorrow night at home. But I think it's been, like I said, it's been a good series. I mean, even though, we had that one blowout, the 7-0 one, I believe it was Game 2. And I mean, other than that, we've had some pretty good games. I mean, the OT in Game 1, right? Colorado got the lead there. Then they came out, blew the doors out 7-0. Then the Lightning came back Game 3 and got the advantage, right? They got 6-2. And then last night, that crushing defeat just kind of put Colorado back in that driver's seat once again. So I think I might be with you, Chris. I think tomorrow might be the last hockey game of the year for the upcoming season. But hey, like I said, we don't got a show tomorrow, so everyone tune in tomorrow, Friday night, 8 o'clock. You ain't got nothing to do. Why not watch some hockey?
And it's been a good NHL playoff.
It has.
There's been some exciting games. It's been fun to watch. I've watched more of the NHL playoffs this year than I have in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, hockey. Like I said, I'm out in Georgia. We don't have any hockey presence out here. We have a minor league team, the Gladiators, but that's about it. That's in Gwinnett for me. That's still a decent drive, but yeah. So like I said, it's been fun watching some professionals, and I'm still trying to learn, Chris. I'm still trying to learn. Like, I just see all these guys skating around.
Yeah.
And, I'm like, how can you tell which one's better than the other? They all look great to me.
Oh yeah, I'm still trying to learn too, because there's really no hockey around here where I live. We have a minor league team about an hour away.
Yeah, same here.
We'll go watch him. I went and watched him a couple times live, but other than that, I mean, there's we don't have no NHL team or anything, so it's just not. And it's not a sport. It's not a sport that's offered here like in high school or anything. Like
same here.
So I mean, hockey's just not as big here, but hockey is definitely growing. You're starting to see a lot more hockey, and they're getting better TV deals and stuff. So hockey is a growing sport.
I think it helped too that they got the ESPN deal with ESPN
Yep.
Plus. I think that helped them out. I mean, it's a long term. I think it was 10-year contract. So that's going to help just grow it even more, I think. And I mean, also too, I don't think we touched on it, but soccer, the World Cup, it's coming to Atlanta in 2026. So I'll be saving up some money to go and check that out just really for the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Just to see what it's like, on a global stage, see what teams come here. And I know they're going to Houston potentially, somewhere in Texas, maybe Houston or Dallas. I don't remember which one. Is some of the host cities, but it's going to be fun. Damien said, I've never watched hockey until the Blackhawks were in the finals. So that was like 2010, maybe a little bit later, not too much later, early 2010s. So
yeah,
I think, yeah, so we'll see. John, I'm going to get to your comment in just a second because we are talking the College World Series now. So John said Oklahoma versus Ole Miss baseball championship starts Saturday. Who do y'all got? I think Oklahoma will sweep them. If I'm not mistaken, John, and correct me if I am, I believe Oklahoma softball got the win in the championship as well.
yes. This would be, if Oklahoma wins, it'll be the first time in history that a school has won the women's college World Series and the men's college World Series in the same year.
Yeah, so I mean they're going for history. I mean, my God, we've if you haven't done so, folks, to our loyal viewers, fans, fanatics, whatever, go and look at some of the scores and stats for Oklahoma's softball program this past season. It was like you were just playing a video game. I mean, they were getting 20 strikeouts a night, multiple perfect games, mercy ruling 10 straight schools in a row or whatever. Like, it's something that I feel like people didn't talk about enough, and it's a shame because they were just absolutely whooping everyone. It felt like UConn back in, not too long ago in basketball, how they were going undefeated, winning all these games in multiple seasons. That's what Oklahoma's doing for softball.
Yep.
Let's see. Also, John saying Lakers got number 35 pick for Orlando for a future second round pick and cash. Already trade been done. Anthony was wondering how the Lakers got a traffic. Yeah. So talking about the College World Series, we spoke a little bit about it on Tuesday, and the championship, like John said, it is coming up very, very soon.
Starts Saturday, yes. Sunday, Monday.
Yes, it is. So it's going to be fun to watch, to see who's going to take it home. Only a few more days left until the end of college baseball, unfortunately. But who do you think, Chris, is going to walk out with that title?
I think Oklahoma is. I think Oklahoma has a big advantage because they're going to be fresher pitching wise. They're undefeated there in the College World Series, so they've played less games than what Mississippi has played. So Mississippi got beat last night and had to play another extra game today just to get to the championship game. So just because I think Oklahoma is going to have the pitching advantage, and Oklahoma has good offense as well, but with that pitching advantage, I really think that is going to make a big difference in this series. So I think Oklahoma is going to win.
Yeah, Oklahoma, a bit of an upset, right? They knocked off Texas A&M, one of I believe the last ranked team remaining in the tournament. So battle of the unranks here with Ole Miss and with Oklahoma. Like I say, game one is Saturday, June 25th at 7:00 on ESPN. All these games are going to be on ESPN. Game two is going to be at 3 p.m. on Sunday. And then if possible, if need be, game 3, 7:00 Monday night on ESPN. I'll go with Oklahoma, man. I just want to see that amazing feat of both your schools, both baseball, softball programs, being the top of the top. So it'll be fun to watch. But like I said, I don't have a team to root for. None of these teams are near me.
Yeah.
So I'm just I'm just going to be watching as a fan. I'm not going to have any interest whatsoever. If I see that someone's from like a Georgia high school, I'll go like, oh yeah, get a good hit. But it's about it.
I love watching college baseball because it's more like old school baseball. You still see bunts, you still see stolen bases, you still see some small ball played. It's not just all home. It don't get to just where it's a lot of home runs and strikeouts. Don't get me wrong, you see home runs in the college baseball game, but you also see all the other stuff. So, you see a little bit more strategy.
Yeah. And like I said, it's fun to watch. Only a few more games left, so go check them out this week, and we'll see how it is. Also, just a quick update. Our other two unscripted co-hosts, Jay and Frankie, their teams are duking it out right now. Astros playing the Yankees at the Yankee Stadium. Current score 3-3. Stanton just hit a home run. So I know that both those guys are watching. Jay probably just punched a wall. Frankie's calling him up right now. So I'm not surprised.
I'm surprised they're not in the chat arguing with each other yet.
Yeah. I'm about to say. I think, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Frankie say he's going to a game, or Jay? One of the two said they're going to one of these games in a nearby. I forget which one it was, but that's going to be even worse.
Frankie will video chat Jay live from the game and be talking all kinds of crap.
Yeah, or vice versa. If Jay can figure out the FaceTime app, then yeah. All right, switching gears, Chris. Unfortunately, we have to talk about this. What a just a insane, tragic week this was, right, for athletes, past, present, future. Caleb Swanigan, Jalen Ferguson, Tony Siragusa all passed away this week, just a couple of days ago. Swanigan, right, top former first round pick, back number 26 in 2017, drafted with the Trailblazers, played for a few seasons. Then was out of league for a little bit. He passed away, unfortunately, 25 years young. As for Jalen Ferguson, was with the Baltimore Ravens, 26. And then we also learned yesterday, a media legend, right? A person that was known for his sound bites. Tony Siragusa, 55. We all know he played for, obviously for the Ravens, the Giants. He was the sideline reporter for the Giants and whatnot, and also gone way too soon. So, Chris, what do you got to say about this, man? It's just it sucks to report it. We lost, Swanigan and Ferguson, both in their mid-20s, super young, and Siragusa, unfortunately, at 55, still very young. Unfortunately, we've lost them all this week. Do you have any comments on that?
Yeah, first of all, thoughts and prayers to all their families, of course. But man, I remember watching Swanigan at Purdue. I mean, I'm not a Purdue fan. I'm an IU fan, but I mean, I saw him a bunch. And then Siragusa played for my Indianapolis Colts for, if I remember right, like 7 seasons. So I remember Siragusa when I was younger, rooting the Colts on. So he was on, and he was, like you said, he was great when he started doing the commentary and sideline reporting and stuff, because you never knew what he was going to say. But yeah, it sucks to see people that young to be gone.
Yeah.
Even 55 isn't that old.
Yeah. And like you said, I mean, all of the causes unknown at the time, right? So it's just tragic to see, but we're going to bring on Frankie Cruz Jr., our boy, coming on the show. Frankie, what's going on, man? How you been?
What's going on, guys? Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear, brother.
I'm just coming on quickly to just say one thing, and I know Jay's on vacation, but fuck the Astros. They right now it's bottom of the first, and
I got the game on, Frankie. I'm watching it.
Yeah, they did hit a 3-run homer, and then my boy Giancarlo Stanton came in and returned the favor. So we got an interesting ball game in our hands. And Jay, your starting pitcher is ass. He just throws nothing but balls. So thank you very much. And you guys have a wonderful show.
Yes,
and
sir.
yeah, Astros suck.
Good luck in the draft tonight, Frankie. With your number 35 pick. See you guys can get. I mean, let's not downplay it though, Chris. I mean, Lakers have gotten a good bit of second round talent last couple of years. I mean, Kuzma was a second round talent. That first one comes up in my head, and he was, he's a solid player. So I mean, just because you're not a first round talent doesn't mean you're not a good player. I mean, we've seen plenty of Hall of Famers, all NBA players get drafted in the second round. So I mean, Lakers could do something with that.
Well, yeah, they could do something with it. I just think they're going to be in trouble because I don't see them getting rid of Westbrook. I think anybody's going to take him.
I don't know, man. I don't know who would want him. I really don't.
I'm glad the Pacers said no.
Oh, I know you are. Yeah, I don't know what the Lakers do with that. It looks like they're. Well, I say it looks like because everyone's like, oh, Darvin Ham was saying that Westbrook's gonna be on their team this year. Bro, what's he supposed to say? This was his first introductory press conference. You want to just say, hey, so this guy's not going to be on the team when he's still under contract. So
Yeah.
that was an overreaction a few weeks ago. Damian, once again, going back, he said these last 4 months have been a sad. Yeah, you're not kidding, man. We've lost a lot of sports legends in just really this year. It's unfortunate, Also, one more that I saw, Hugh McElhaney. He was a Hall of Famer, 93. Played with the Vikings, the Giants, the Lions, 13 seasons. But of course, we all know the Niners, right? Hurricane Hugh, how he was doing. So also rest in peace to him. Also a fun fact here, Chris, about McElhaney. He was related to the family of Louisiana, the McElhaney family of Louisiana, the makers of Tabasco hot sauce. So there you go.
Oh, okay.
So once again, rest in peace to all of those guys: Caleb Swanigan, Jalen Ferguson, Tony Siragusa, and also Hugh McElhaney. We will miss all of you. All right, we got some more news in the NBA. David said, "Send Russ to you." No, come on. He's not that bad. Come on. But Jeremy Grant traded from the Pistons over to the Portland Trail Blazers. How is this going to help out the Trail Blazers in the near future? Do you think this will kind of get them over the hump into a potential playoff spot, play-in spot? Do you think this is the help that Lillard needs, or what you got?
I mean, I think Grant will help some. I still think they're going to be a team that's battling for like the play-in. I don't think this is a trade that takes him over the top. I think this isn't going to be the only move they make. I think they're going to have to make some other moves to give Lillard the kind of help he needs. I mean, don't get me wrong. Grant's he's a pretty good player, and he averaged like 19 points a game this season.
Mm-hmm.
Has a career average of 11 points. I mean, he's proven that he can be a solid player. I just don't think he's that star, like that type of player that they need that's going to take them over the top. But I do think he's a good piece, especially if they plan on doing more.
I just don't know because, I mean, Lillard is let me see, I know he's over 30. So, I mean, he doesn't have a whole lot longer left. He's 31, going to be 32 in July. They closed the year last year, Chris, on a 2-21 record. So, obviously, they were rough last season. That's why they have the number 7 overall pick tonight. As for the trade itself, like I said, the Blazers got Jeremy Grant. They also got the 2022 second-round pick for Detroit this year. But the Pistons got a lot of stuff as well. They got the 2022 pick from Portland, also 25, a first-round pick via Milwaukee, which is going to be protected 1 through 4, a 25 second-round pick from Portland, a 26 second-round pick, and also the $21 million trade exception, I believe, for Grant. So that they're going to be taking that off their books. Grant signed a 3-year, $60 million deal in 2020. So he's going to be coming into his second to last year. So there's the $21 million. So I think it's going to help out the Pistons too. But I think this will put Portland in a better position. I don't think they'll be picking top 10 next year, but I'm not sure either if they're going to be one of the better teams in the West. Because, I mean, it's stacked and they still need a lot of help. It's not just, I mean, Jeremy Grant's a good player, don't get me wrong, but I still think they need a lot more. Let's see. Also, John, did you see our notes? Because you're talking about topics we have coming up before we even get to them. He said, "I give respect to Lil Manning carving his own path and not following his father and uncle, going to Ole Miss, or follow his other uncle, go to Tennessee. Let's admit, if you don't see him going to Texas, you weren't following him. Texas quarterback coach, been out of school the last 2 years, trying to recruit him." And that's a segue into our topic. Arch Manning, the number 1 recruit in 2023, has committed to Texas. Really, the only 2 schools it was down to was Texas, and also the other one was Georgia. So he said the Bulls could have gotten Grant. I mean, who would you have traded, David? I'm just curious on your end, because I know you are a Bulls fan. Who would you have traded for Jeremy Grant? But Chris, talking about Arch Manning still, Were you surprised by this move? Did you think he was going to stick with the Texas pick for the long time? Were you a believer of that? Or do you think he was maybe going to flip and swap over to UGA with the Bulldogs?
I kind of leaned toward Texas just because I knew that the coach had been recruiting him hard, but I also thought there was a good chance they might go to Georgia.
Yeah,
I didn't really have a good feel on it, but I think he's going to be real good. I've got to watch some of his high school games that they've had on national television, and he's impressive.
Yep, he's got those genes.
I'm hoping if the Colts don't do very good these next 2 or 3 years, maybe we'll be right up there at the top of the draft to be able to get another Manning on our team.
We got Pride chiming in. Pride, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, gentlemen? How are you guys doing today?
Doing good, man. Talking some Arch Manning. And also, Chris, I found his stats. I don't know if they're official or not. I found them on Max Preps. This has got to be in this career. 72 touchdowns, about 200+ yards a game. In total, 5,731. Only 18 interceptions in 3 seasons.
What a joke. What a check down, boy. What a joke.
So Damien would have traded Vucevic and Kobe White for potentially Pat Williams for Jeremy Grant.
For Jeremy.
I don't know about that, David.
I wouldn't have traded all. I wouldn't give all.
I wouldn't have traded all that. No. He used to like those players. I know why. He said, "Let's get rid of them."
No, get out of here. What did I miss? What I miss?
Well, probably I believe that was the last topic. So we'll go back through. We can cycle through here.
Oh.
All right. Who do you got for the number 1 pick? Who's going number 1 tonight?
All right, I'll do it quick. I think it's gonna end up being Chet. However, I do think the dark horse one that I think should be heavily considered is Paula, because I do think everyone thinks he's the most NBA ready, and I do believe that too. But I just think the entire, Chet being a good player and combine that with the fact that he's got hype behind him, I think that'll kind of end up giving him the number 1 spot.
Yeah, like I said, people were saying Banchero, Holmgren, or Jabari Smith. Those are kind of the top 3 in a lot of people's minds. So we'll see who goes 1 here in about 20 minutes. Stanley Cup, Avalanche up 3-1 against the Lightning. Do they take it home in Game 5, or will the Avalanche stave off, or will the Lightning stave off for another night and take it Game 6? What you got?
I'm thinking. I said it was going to end in 5. I wanted to say 4, but I was going to be respectable. I was going to be respectful, but I think the Avalanche are going. You clearly see that. I think it was Game 3 that Tampa won. But yes, but outside of that, games 1, 2, and 4, you do see the mismatch, and you do see at times Tampa kind of looks overwhelmed. And there's times where when they have the puck, it honestly looks like nobody wants it. It looks like everyone is like, "Yo, someone else do it, someone else," and it looks like they already lost the mind game. So I think Avalanche finish them off and 1-5.
I think the Avalanche kind of started feeling themselves a little bit after they got up 2-0 and then going to Game 3 as focused as they needed.
Exactly. And again, if I'm mistaken, somebody fact check me. Wasn't Game 3 still a close game? It was only decided by 1 goal.
Let me check.
I think it was 6-2.
Oh no! I'm thinking about different. I'm thinking about no. Because
so game 1 was 3-4.
Yeah, I'm thinking about
game 4 was 3-2. That was last night.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah, I forgot. Game 3 was when Tampa looked like they were having their way, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, can Tampa come back from 0-2?" And I remember reading that headline and laughing. I chuckled.
You chuckled. All right. Let me see. Give 1 second. Let me get back. College World Series has been set. Who do you got winning this one, my friend? We got Ole Miss and Oklahoma going at it.
I'm gonna go Ole Miss, begrudgingly, and I'll be honest. Logically speaking, I should say Oklahoma, but I don't know. Something's telling me Ole Miss is gonna put up a fight, and Oklahoma's not gonna know what to do, because I think Oklahoma expects Ole Miss to kind of roll over and just be like, "Yo, just accept this L and move on with your lives." I think Ole Miss is gonna put up a fight, and it's gonna put them in a situation where Ole Miss playing with house money, and we've seen them do this before. When they play with house money, shoot, they don't care. They don't give a flying for doodle stick. So imagine you letting them play with house money on the stage with the Kaiser College World Series. I don't know. I'm gonna go Ole Miss, but it should be Oklahoma. But I'm gonna go Ole Miss. I'm going for the upset. I don't care.
All right. I went with Sooners just because their softball program won. Like Chris said, that'll be the first time ever that a softball program and a baseball program got the win.
One in the same year, right?
Yep.
that
would be phenomenal.
Other reason I went with Oklahoma just because of the pitching. They played less games than what Mississippi has.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Mississippi had played them 2 extra games, so their pitching staff's going to be a little stretched.
Yep. Game 1 starts tomorrow, I believe. Yep. Tomorrow. Let me start. Hold on.
No, Saturday.
Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. So got a little bit of time for that. So there you go. You can watch some hockey tomorrow night, and then you can watch the College World Series on Saturday. There you go. Perfect weekend. All right. Do you have anything to say about the recent deaths we've seen, unfortunately, for Caleb Swanigan, Jalen Ferguson, and Tony Siragusa Pride?
Yes. Not really. I don't even really want to say. There's a stigma that men shouldn't ask for help when we're going through some stuff. And I think, one day we'll stop that stigma. And I hope it's sooner rather than later. If there's any guy that's going through some stuff, it doesn't make you any less of a man of reaching out and trying to get some help. You know what I mean? To put yourself on a better track so that way, you know what I mean? Like there's nothing, you know what I mean? And follow my motto. If anyone has a problem with it, they're not beating me up, so who cares? That's what I be telling people, because I have people be like, oh, I feel like I can't talk to them. I tell them all the time, the people who are knocking you for ask for help, can they beat you up? No, right? So don't even worry about it. That's the motto I be having. So, it's a weird time. I think Yuki said like we lost like 6 athletes in the span of 2 months.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
It's been rough, bro. It's been rough. So, it sucks. But unfortunately, for as long as sports has been a thing, these waves happen. Where in the span of a few months, unfortunately, current and former players all of a sudden just pass away all within a stretch. So, unfortunately, the stretch has returned, and here's to hoping one day it ends.
Yes, sir. All right. Jeremy Grant's going to the Trailblazers. What you got?
Honestly, I liked it. I thought it was a respectable trade. I think it is the beginning of something. If this is all Portland does, and they expect, oh yeah, we're here again. There you go. So
they still need more.
Right. So
it's a nice start, but they need more.
I was about to say it's a good step one. Good step one. Yeah. But if this is your step 1, 2, and 3, and you think this is gonna make things better for Portland, you're out of your mind.
All right. And the last one, Arch Manning goes to Texas. What did you think of this? Did you think he was going to go to Georgia, or did you see him sticking with Texas?
I mean, for me, look, I think I didn't really know what he was going to do, because didn't Peyton go to?
Peyton went to Tennessee. Eli went to Ole Miss.
I mean, who was it? I think it was Joe. I think it was Joe who said that he was going to go to Texas.
Stanford, really?
It might have been.
Damien said send Russ to the Blazers.
Imagine.
That ain't
I remember. I do remember that someone on the network said he's going to go to Texas because it's a program that you still know, right? Mm-hmm. They do need a quarterback, So when you get there, you're getting the thing, and then it's also him paving his own road.
Right.
So
he's not following the footsteps.
I'm trying to figure when I remember who said it, I'll drop the name so I can get the proper credit. But honestly, again, like I honestly thought he was going to go to Georgia because think about it, Georgia has it all. But at the same time, Texas ain't a bad choice either. You know what I mean?
Right.
And again, this is a place that the weather's nice, right?
Mhm.
So you know what I mean. I mean, let's be honest. Who wants to go play Chicago? Let's do better, you know. So
John brought up a good point. He said what made it official for him was his best friend that was number one receiver committed to Texas also, so it was pretty much a lock for his.
I mean, I didn't know that made it a lock. I don't know if that made it.
I can see how it could. I don't know if it would make it a lock, but I can see how it could
influence
it and put him in favor.
Yeah, because I wouldn't say it's a lock, but regardless of who it is, if you see your number one receiver kind of go somewhere, and you have a good rapport with him, you would be like,
And plus, if you can take Texas football back to the national championship,
you'd be getting statues built.
Bro, not only are you getting statues, not only are you the de facto number one, but he would be in the place where, and take this right with me, he would be in the place of Tim Tebow, where you could have a failure of a professional career, but everyone's going to hold you in high regard because of what you did in college. So
you're not talking about Tim Tebow, the baseball player? Okay.
Oh my God, what a bum. You know what I mean? But because of what Tim Tebow did in Florida, like that kind of made him that.
He still gets remembered as a star.
Yeah,
exactly. So that's kind of where I think Archie is right now. Where if you end up doing what you can for Texas, bro, shoot.
Best of luck to him, man. It's gonna be hard, though. We'll see. We will see. It's gonna be super interesting. That is our last topic for tonight. We're at final thoughts. Chris, you got anything you want to get off your chest here? Final thoughts here.
No, just interested in seeing what's going to happen here in the draft here in a few minutes. Well, you know, they'll talk for 15, 20 minutes before they ever do a draft pick. So we still have probably we have about 40 minutes still.
John was saying in terms of the Tebow comparison you made, Pride, he said Andrew Luck, but it wasn't his fault in the NFL because his O-line was getting him hurt all the time.
Come on, John. You don't have to keep reminding me about Andrew Luck.
Keep bringing up Andrew Luck. I love it. Keep bringing up Andrew Luck.
At least he didn't go to Alabama. Oh, you're right about that. My God, imagine if he went to Alabama.
Oh,
he'd be the most hated player in the country before he even played a snap.
Easily. And this is another thing. I think Archie's also conscious about his reputation.
Oh yeah, because this is a 3 or 4 generation. Because Archie, right, his grandfather, he played back in the day.
His father, and him. But I think he's a 3rd generation.
Because Eli Cooper, Cooper played college too. I think.
I don't think that counts, but he's doing the same thing.
Cooper started to play Ole Miss, and then he had to quit because of the injury.
That's it. Yeah. So.
Because if he wouldn't have got hurt,
he knows the lineage.
If he wouldn't have got hurt, Peyton would have been at Ole Miss with them. Peyton was going to go to Ole Miss, and then Peyton ended up going to Tennessee after Cooper got hurt.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, Archie went to Ole Miss, and then he got just like Andrew Luck, he got killed in the NFL just because he was on those horrible Saints teams back in the day, and we all know what Eli and Peyton have done with their careers. So next one up
isn't Cooper, Peyton, and Eli all in the same generation?
I believe so because I think they're all brothers, right?
Yeah, they're all brothers.
So he's a 3rd generation. Logan, stop trying to make me look dumb. Okay, right. I already look dumb because I have an earbud at work and people think I'm crazy and talking to myself. Okay, so don't make me look any dumber than I have to look.
Sorry, Fred. We're just using the wrestling terminology of generations here.
Oh man, brother, don't use wrestling terms. I'm a mark, like MJF said.
John says, imagine going to follow one of your uncle's schools, get there, and don't break their records or even get close. People would say that he might be a bust. That's not I can kind of see where you're coming from a little bit, John. Be like, man,
and that's the thing. If he follows, this is something that's a good point. If he follows them, and let's say he has a solid career, he's a bum.
He's
got to be great. He can't be solid.
And if you follow him, you put so much pressure on yourself.
Oh yeah, right. That's why he wants to make his own.
Yeah, he has to be better than whoever he's following. So if he's following Peyton, I'm going to say he needs to be better. And when I say better, I'm talking snapping records. He needs to erase Peyton Manning's name off the institution. That's the expectation that's going to be on him.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's smart too, because now if he has one bad game, instead of being like, oh, look, he followed Peyton and he had a bad game. Like, instead of there saying, oh, look, he followed Eli, look at him 3-3. Like, instead of all of that stuff, now he can kind of just relax, play his game, develop. He brings back this. Yo, he brings back. I'm telling you this right now, man. If he brings back Texas, bro, I'm getting a jersey. I swear to God, man. I don't have any college jerseys. If he does this, bro, I'm getting a jersey for the kids. Swear to God.
Also, a quick update on the game between the Yankees and Astros. Astros just hit a home run by who was it? Yordan Alvarez hit a home run. So Frankie, you put some bad mojo on your team by coming on the show, unfortunately. But game ain't over. 6-3 Astros, top of the third. John said Texas hasn't been back since Vince Young. Yes, John, I was born in 97. I was born in 06. Come on. Not that. Even prior to the same age. Dang. Come on, John. Let's say. Damien says, what's y'all's thoughts on Triple H working back at NXT? I mean, I don't care. I mean, is he gonna do much? I don't know. I don't have much of a thought behind it.
I'll be honest.
It's not like he's gonna change the brand and make them great. You know, he's not gonna make them. You think so?
Yes,
Is he going? Well, unless he changes it back to like it used to be.
I was about to say, unless we get rid of some of what we're seeing now, he ain't gonna do it.
Dude, yes, bro, Hunter will do it. Especially now with Vince gone. Come on, bro, he's punching everybody in the mouth.
What you mean Vince gone? Vince has been on TV every week.
Well, I'm talking about.
That's the better question. Do you think Vince will be on SmackDown tomorrow night?
It won't surprise me.
He will.
It
He
wouldn't.
will. You know what he's gonna do? He will, and he's gonna give us an injury update on Randy Orton.
Oh God, Orton will be out for
start.
multiple months.
In case you guys haven't known, Randy Orton has not been on Raw or SmackDown.
John says, "No, God, no, John, no. Bring the Undertaker in to help."
Can I ask you a question? Let me ask you a question because I've been feeling like this for a while. I've never vented out my thoughts to anybody else, so I'm curious to see what you guys think. It's nothing crazy, I promise.
Okay.
You don't have to have the end broadcast button ready. I promise.
All right. Let me move my cursor then.
After everything, let me move my cursor. After everything Triple H did for NXT, everything. Am I the only one who looks at it funny that he's never had a match at a takeover? Am I the only one who that's it weird with? After everything Triple H did in terms of the building and all that stuff, and like I don't know. I feel like that's going to be one of the biggest misses in NXT history. The fact that and I'm not saying he needs to win, but the fact that like Hunter would be out there, and like I get it with William Regal because William Regal was so old he should have been playing for the Lakers. Like I got an AARP card at the ready, so I get that. But Hunter, while he's running NXT, my guy's in Saudi. He's wrestling Dave Bautista at Mania, so he still had something. So isn't it kind of weird? Like, am I the only one who thinks it's weird that he never had a match at TakeOver?
I feel like he could have had one. Obviously, you know, he ain't gonna wrestle now, but
he can't now.
Just okay. Let's just say hypothetically, right?
Mm-hmm.
If Braun Breaker was in NXT 2 years ago, right, back when they were still red hot, all this stuff, and you give him the title then, like he's got the title now.
Yep.
And you have him at a random might be the WrestleMania takeover, whatever. And you just have Braun go in there and beat him up in like 10, 15 minutes?
No.
You would do that?
No, you know what I really would have done?
What would you have done?
And this is what, bro, the booking is literally on the wall. Who remembers the Undisputed Era? You guys remember that?
Let's see.
Remember when they were trying to take over NXT? I wonder if somebody were to try to take over NXT. It's almost as if the person who loves NXT the most would stand up to them. Oh wait, the person who loves NXT most isn't Johnny Gargano. Don't feed me that BS. It's not Johnny Gargano. Okay. It's not Tommaso Ciampa who was a heel but decided to. I feel bad for messing you up all those times, buddy. Hey, let's freeform DIY without reforming DIY. Idiots. It's not who loves it more. It's Hunter. Why are we having Finn Balor come and do a freaking Pele kick to Johnny and knock him out and have Tommaso Ciampa look for 45 minutes? Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, I felt like when all that happened, that's what I feel like when they brought in Roderick Strong, I always felt like the reasoning for them bringing him in was always weird. Because when it was Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, and Adam Cole, it was like we don't need anyone. We're good. Now all of a sudden you're begging Roderick Strong. No, what I would have done is I would have had a situation where they're trying to take over and Triple H is like, all right, look, settle down, okay? And then Triple H uses the power of burying to just beat the bricks off the Undisputed Era. And then they go to Roderick Strong and ask for his help. And then they go, yo, Roddy, come on, you gotta join us, you gotta join us. Then do all that stuff. And then have a situation where it's like, because let's be honest, bro. What Triple H has done in his wrestling career has been mid ever since he cut his hair. If we're ready for that conversation, I mean, cool. He won the Royal Rumble. He won a Royal Rumble, but he spent more time sitting in the corner picking out his wedgie than he did actually doing anything. So, like, I don't know what in the world we're really going on about. I would have had a situation where he goes and he wrestles Adam Cole, right? And have a thing where it's like title versus career. If Triple H doesn't win, he's banned. And then have Roderick Strong come. Then they all beat him up. And then Triple H has his one moment where he looks like he's going to win. And then all of a sudden he gets kicked in the nuts. And then Panama Sunrise. Well, he's not going to take that, so screw that. But
He said, I ain't taking that, brother.
Adam Cole could be like, I'm going to hit you with the Panama Sunrise. He was like, look here,
Hell,
bitch.
if you are.
I could imagine Hunter just laughing, like, oh, well, like, oh, well.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I would have done. Because I felt like just give him one match at TakeOver.
Yeah, just one. I thought they could have definitely made some money off that.
Exactly.
Damon said, good to see Bog E. That's how we're going to refer to him now. He's a big E, but not Bog E. Without the neck brace.
Who likes, Big E is my Johnny Knockout. I like big, sweaty men. That's who he is.
Meat.
Montez meat bumping forward. I'll come back one day.
John...
I saw that video where he threw it in the trash. I'm hoping we can see him in the ring one more time. Because if Edge can do it, I'm confident Big E will be able to come back.
Yeah, I think Big E will be fine. I think he'll come back. He'll be good. Also, John said, "Dang, someone's gonna have high grocery bills. I don't hear nothing but a scanner ring up behind you."
No, it was some people only had a few things, but it was a pretty long line, so that's why you kind of heard like the nonstop beeping.
Yeah, Damien said, "I would love to see DX versus Undisputed. That match would have been." I'm guessing he meant Heat. I don't know.
Fire. I mean,
what year are we talking here, brother? What year? Because I don't want to see another bald Shawn Michaels. No,
no way.
Damien, I'm not putting that comment up.
What do he say?
No, I'm not. Nope, I'm not touching it. So speaking of wrestling, one more topic here.
Yes, I do.
What do y'all think of Ric Flair's last match? It's coming up in about a month. Are you guys excited? Also, no, Jay, we're not going to be covering that. I'm not paying $40 for that. I refuse.
Jesus.
How do you think it's going to go? I want to get your opinions. Chris, is this going to be a 5-star classic?
No, it ain't going to be no 5-star classic. I mean,
we don't know who's wrestling, honestly. We have no idea who's wrestling.
Dude, what a hater.
No, I think I'm going to watch it, and I think it'll be good because of how good Ric Flair is, and he's trying to get in shape for it. But I don't know if it's going to be a 5-star.
No, as long as he doesn't have a heart attack in the ring, I consider it a success. That's all I'm saying.
Y'all some haters, bro. Look,
what do you got?
I'm gonna put it to you this way: if Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada can be a 7-star match, look here, I'm looking at an 8. All right, this is the old Ric Flair he's taking bumps slower than Hulk Hogan. I am gonna watch it. I have
no idea who he's going to be. Who is he going to be?
I thought we were going as a 5-star, being like the top. So.
No, we're going past that.
But you call me.
He said Dave Meltzer. We're getting the first 8-star matchup here, brother.
100%.
And we're going to be getting all the Flair bumps. He's going to be blading one last time.
Who's he going to wrestle? Because it was supposed to be Steamboat, and then I heard that wasn't a go.
I have heard rumors of Hulk Hogan.
I heard Hulk Hogan is not a go.
I've been hearing. You know what I heard recently? I heard because he's been training with Jay Lethal, and there's rumors that the reason he's training with Jay Lethal is just in case they can't find a legitimate replacement. Since he's working, it'll just be Jay Lethal.
Well, it is interesting you mentioned that, Pride, because the other day Lethal was supposed to go on Flair's podcast, and I don't know if this is real or fake. It's wrestling, you don't really know. But Flair said that Lethal wanted a match on the card and that he couldn't do it. And he said Jay Lethal got a bit of an attitude or something. So I don't know if that's leading into a match with them. That's kind of what I'm believing. Because I
think that
wouldn't
work. Because I saw what you're talking about.
I don't think that would be legit. Because why would you be upset with the person who's been training you, and you couldn't get him a match on the card? Like that just seems cruel.
and not only that, if we're gonna be honest, like, and this is the part that's like weird, because if we're gonna look at the timeline, like that, because I know what you're talking about, like, because they kind of had a little bit of a moment, and it reminded me of what Adam Cole did on Pat McAfee's thing. Right? Like, that's the kind of vibe they gave me. So, but literally, I think like 2 days later, they dropped another video of them training. Like, not even 2 days after that whole thing happened. Well, I don't know if the podcast, if that episode, if they have recorded it earlier that day and then dropped it. I don't know. Maybe it was before, but whatever the case, when the episode was dropped, not even 2 days later, they're showing them working.
Yep.
So,
Damien said, "Screw that! I'm watching Forbidden Doors." Well, actually, Forbidden Doors this week. This match is in like July, so you still got like a month. Only I'm watching is if Ric Flair shaves his head bald like Pride.
No.
Then we got your father chiming in here. Tony Gonzales saying Alexander versus Fatu is on the show. Yeah, I was just about to mention there's some other matches too. It's not just this one match, thank God.
Right.
Some other matches, like you mentioned, Fatu and Alexander. You have the Motor City Machine Guns versus the Wolves.
That's gonna be a banger right there.
That's gonna be nice, yeah. I think there's one more. I might have missed it. Let me check. No, I think that's it. So just those other two matches, and then this one here. But I'm sure there's gonna be more announced next few weeks. Like I said, we still got plenty of time before this match even happens. So
are you guys doing a draft thing?
Nah. We're
Damn.
I have been looking on Twitter recently though, and Woj, we all know Woj. He said that it's looking like the Magic are going to go with Banchero as the number one pick.
Ooh,
And usually, what he says is true. So, might be.
I do like Banchero going one. I do like I said, I thought it'd be Chet, but like I said, I said, look, it doesn't matter if you get Jabari Smith, Chet Holmgren, or Paul Banchero. It doesn't matter. You're still getting a quality. Yeah, you're getting a player. So,
all right. Well, any other thoughts you want to get up before we head out for the night? Wrap things up.
I just want to say one thing.
Okay.
AEW is low-key punking WWE. This is how you book an invasion angle.
Oh, with the with the
New
Forbidden
Japan?
Door.
In New Japan.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it get wrecked.
I mean, think about it, Pride. I mean, WWE is kind of still doing the invasion angle. Stephanie did win. She's the CEO right now. So, I mean, 20-year storytelling, brother? That looks pretty good to me.
20 years.
The Alliance won.
Years.
I'm just saying.
Dude, I was still peeing my bed when this angle started. Okay. I was a child. I was picking up my nose and eating my fingers when this angle happened. Okay. I am now a grown man with 2 children. Okay. You can barely hold my attention span for a Raw. Imagine 20 years worth. Brother, negative. That's a negative, Ghost Rider.
But yeah, like I said, we have Forbidden Door on Sunday night. That's going to be a good matchup there. I guess, like I said, do you have an event on Saturday, Chris? Do you have a wrestling indie show to go to?
I have one on Sunday, actually.
Oh, okay. So Sunday. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just go through the card here real quick in case we don't have a show Saturday. We can do some quick predictions, and then we'll get on out of here and watch the draft here. Like you said, it's going to be 8:30 for the match before it even starts. All right. So
and for some reason, FanDuel has took NBA off of their thing. I can't even
really.
Earlier, I looked on there to see the draft, like who was number one, and they had Jabari Smith at like -500. I got on there now, and it's not even let me see anything about the draft.
Really interesting. Tony said Triple H is back. Yep, you're right about that. Damien wants her thoughts on Christian's promo last night. I thought that was absolutely amazing.
I honestly, bro, it made me My guy looked at the camera and
You're
said,
gonna have to watch this,
"This."
Chris. It was
Wait,
tremendous.
Chris, you didn't see
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna
promo?
watch. I just haven't
All right,
watched
let
it
me not.
yet.
I'm not saying. I'm just gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna put it to you this way.
Let's say keep it vague.
This is why I love Christian as a heel.
Yeah,
That's
you're
it.
gonna love it. If
That's
you don't
it.
like this promo, you don't like wrestling. I'm gonna say
And
that
period.
much.
Period. And it's nuts how Christian. It just shows you like Christian when you put no limitations on him, he
He
is one of the greatest on the mic ever.
Yeah, it was really good. Well, like I
It
said,
was-
whenever you watch it after the show, put in our group chat what you think. It's
Chris,
it,
you-
it
Chris,
was it's probably the
Chris.
best thing on Dynamite last night.
Chris,
I ain't
I'm
gonna
gonna tell
lie.
you. I'm gonna tell you this, Chris. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you your reaction.
The heat
It's
was
still
nuclear.
real to me. It's still real to me. Damn it. That's how you're gonna be feeling. That's how you're gonna be
Yeah.
feeling, bro.
Bro, I thought
Listen,
I thought the fans were legit gonna jump into the ring at one point. You know what I'm
Dude,
talking about,
it was-
Pride?
bro. It
I
was
do have-
nuts.
Because you felt like the shift. You saw everyone standing up for what he
Dude,
said.
I wasn't even there, and I felt uncomfortable.
I do have one thing real quick before we get out of here.
Go ahead.
Bare Knuckle tomorrow. If you watch the Bare Knuckle FC, we're going to be doing a live watch along and reaction to that tomorrow night at 8 p.m.
There we go.
on the at Gonzo Sports Room on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch.
Right. Yeah, we'll do these quick match rundowns and we'll get out of here. All right, for the buy-in, we have Max Caster and the Gun Club against NJPW's Dojos, Kevin Knight, the DKC, Alex Coughlin, and Yuya Uemura. Any guesses on this one? Because I ain't got a clue.
I don't have a guess on this one.
I'm gonna go with New Japan getting the win in this one because why not? Pride.
Wait, what was it again?
Mac Caster and the Gun Club versus Kevin Knight, DKC, Alex Coughlin, and Yuya Uemura in the buy-in show for the match.
I would give this. Listen, I hated. No, listen. I hate them. I think they're horrible. They're mid wrestlers who's living off the legacy of their mid father. So
they look just like them. It's scary.
Only one of them. Only one of them.
Yeah. That's true.
And then when he smiles, it literally makes me want to punch him in his throat. Like he'll probably would beat me up, but I can at least say I got the first shot because I'll probably get beat up, probably, right? But
right.
I would give it to AEW
Get the win.
as long as Max Caster gets the win.
I can see it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because honestly, when what's his partner, the gay one? What's his name?
Bowens, Anthony Bowens.
Anthony Bowens. Yeah, though he's in the wheelchair. When he comes back, I think they're gonna start treating them. Well, these two, they're gonna be great.
Yeah, I think so too. I think once Bowens gets back, I think they'll give him a little bit more of a push because they've been there for a while. They obviously they connect with the fans. Oh, and also everyone, congrats! Magic got Banchero #1 overall, according to Damian Hernandez. Thank you, sir, for the update. So, congrats to Banchero going to the Magic. Nice to see.
Congratulations, bro.
All right, I think it's a good pick. I think it's gonna help out the Magic. All right.
Okay.
Next match on the card, we have the hype match on the show. We have El Desperado and Yoshinobu Kanemaru versus Keith Lee and Pride's favorite, Shane Strickland.
I'm going New Japan. This needs to be a
Yeah. I'm going New Japan because they're gonna break off, start a feud.
Yeah, I need this to be a burial. I'm talking about they're getting beat up bad.
I got you.
And on one condition though, Keith Lee should not be tagged in. Strickland needs to try to prove somewhat of a point because I don't know if you guys have noticed, he's starting to get a little egoish. Right?
Yeah.
Like, so
he can do everything on his own and stuff like that.
Right. So I think now is where they're gonna start forming that crack, where they're gonna start going and being like, "Yep, now we're gonna have to start looking at break up, or at least at the bare minimum acknowledge the tension that they have." Because here's the thing: in every tag team, there's eventually tension. The New Day had tension, and they were able to go through. the Y family had tension. They ended up coming back, even though it was just Bray and Luke Harper. They still came back, right?
Right.
Evolution had tension for like a month, broke up, and a week later was back together. So like, you just need to acknowledge that tension, and I think this is where you begin to see it, where Keith Lee's gonna ask for the tag, and Strickland's gonna be
Swerve's
like,
just nah.
he's gonna be like, no, I got it. He's gonna turn around, and then he's gonna end up getting his neck broken.
I don't know about getting his neck broke, but I'm agree with you with New Japan getting the dub in this one. Chris, you think so?
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you guys.
Yeah, I think they're gonna start a feud.
Yeah.
I still can't believe Banchero went number one. I thought Smith would go.
Yeah.
I thought Banchero is the most NBA ready. So I think
Yeah,
it's a
I think so
smart
too.
pick. But just from everything you'd heard, I thought Smith was going to be the first pick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got winner takes all for the Ring of Honor and IWGP Tag Team Championships of the world. We have Roppongi Vice, Jeff Cobb, Great Khan versus FTR. Who's coming away with all the gold, fellas?
FTR.
FTR.
FTR. Listen. Go play FTR's music and tell me they should lose.
Just the music alone is absolute heat.
The music alone, Cash coming out, and he hit with the two fingers up, going, "Yeah, let's go, baby." And then Dax going up, seeing a random kid, and be like, "Hey, kid, knuckle me." Boom. Come on.
Yeah, no, they're getting the win in this one. They're going after the gold, baby.
Yeah, 100%. Because honestly, them and the Young Bucks is what should end up happening.
Yeah, for all of the titles.
In a couple months, for all the titles, and FTR better get the win.
Yeah, because are they still the AAA Tag Team Champions? I believe so. So if they
last time I saw, they're the dual. So I don't know.
So they're about to be Jesus Christ 3.
But that's the thing. I don't know if the AAA is up for grabs in this.
No,
match.
this one is not. No, because I know AAA and New Japan don't have a working relationship. So.
Right. Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. So if they win this one, they'll have 3 tag team titles. Jesus. Chris, who do you think is going to win this one in the triple threat tag match for all the gold?
FTR.
All right. Yeah, I don't think it should be any other team. I don't think. Because, I mean, I just don't see it. All right. We got 6-man tag. Eddie Kingston, Shota Umino, Willa Yuta versus Jericho, Guevara, and Minoru Suzuki.
I don't know how I feel.
I don't really know how this one's going to play out.
Me neither, because that's the thing. Like, the part that bothers me in this is Minoru Suzuki. Because they've been billing this as AEW versus NJPW. Why is Minoru Suzuki tagging with Jericho and Guevara?
Yeah, that does kind of make no sense. Honestly,
I'm not mad he's in the match because I love Minoru Suzuki. I think a guy like Minoru Suzuki is phenomenal, but it's just, why are you on the AEW side when the entire tagline is and New Japan versus All Elite? So
yeah,
that's to me the confusing part. I mean, maybe they do that and they end up going like, "Oh my God, Minoru Suzuki, he just killed Chris Jericho," and then they get the pin. That's really the only logical thing I can really think of. But even then, I feel like that's
your
a little
father
weird.
does not care what you got to say, Pride. Or sorry, Chris, your father does not care what Pride has to say. Whatever.
I got feelings too, Mr. G. I got feelings.
Damien is saying, and I guess Damien's our NBA insider now. Chet to OKC. Is that official? Anyone? Anyone? I can check.
They're getting on my TV. It's getting announced right
He
now.
might be. Hold on. He might be peeping Twitter.
Probably.
I think. Yeah. Because
Someone just said Jabari's going to Houston, so
it's homegrown.
Yep. Chet going to OKC.
He's probably on Twitter because you can find it out on Twitter.
Oh yeah, they do that for every draft.
And Chris,
Pride, he said you're great.
When did we talk about it? When I think it was you and me talking about it. How we thought Holmgren fits best in OKC.
Yeah, he'll fit in. He'll slide in nice there.
Yeah, like I felt like OKC would have been the best place for him. So
yeah,
it's working out for everyone so far.
So up next on the card. Also, I'm just gonna go with Eddie Kingston just because I love Eddie Kingston. So give him the win. I honestly don't care. But Chris, who did you think?
I'll go with Jericho just because I like Jericho.
I feel you. All right. We have the four-way for the inaugural All-Atlantic Championship. Malachi Black, Tomohiro Ishii, Miro, and Pac going for the title. Who's going to be the first one to hold the gold?
I'll be honest.
I'm gonna go Miro.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say Miro.
If not Miro, then I think Pac. I think one of those two. That is going to be a good match, though.
I think it'll be a great match. I'm going Miro only because of how they've been pushing him. I don't think Ishii has a chance.
Nah, they just have him there just because they have a Japan bracket. So
Hey, me and Dad are planning on doing a watch along for this Sunday night. If you guys are watching it and want to jump on, we might be a few minutes late because we're doing a wrestling show during the day. Yeah. We should be right around 8 o'clock, maybe just a little after 8.
Damien, you might have got Pride one more time, brother. He said, "Damn Pride, you do it like Eddie Kingston too."
And you ready to hear the funny part? I have a Call of Duty group chat, and like this was 2 days before you guys started calling me that. One of them, his name is Juju, who never watches wrestling, was like, "Yo, Pride, you look like this dude I saw on a commercial." I said, "Who?" Shows me Eddie Kingston.
What commercial was he on?
he was on AEW.
Oh, okay, I got you. I think you meant like just like a random commercial.
No. He was like, yo, he's a wrestler. He was like, and I was like, describe, because before he put the picture, he's like, describe him. He was like, I don't know, he's a fat dude. I was like, okay. I was like, that's like, I don't know, that's kind of vague. And he was like, and then he's not in WWE, and I got triggered. I was like, if you say Eddie Kingston, I'm punching my phone. And he was like, hold on, let me find him. And then he ended up Googled that wrestler not in WWE, and like Eddie Kingston popped up.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm like, this is BS. I was like, I need to talk to your manager.
That's cool. Also, it looks like Jay's prediction, or actually, hold on. I'm checking Twitter, and it's looking like Jabari Smith might be going to Houston.
Yeah.
All right. I know Jay wanted Chet, so we'll see. All right. Next match here. Will Ospreay versus Orange Cassidy for the U.S. Championship. I'm going to go Ospreay getting the win.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think Ospreay.
Oh, also, hold on. Your father's chiming in here, Chris. He said, Ishii's been replaced due to injury. Of course. Who replaced him then?
Me.
Because, they just announced it the other night. Hold on. Oh, hold on, everyone. I see a trade. Or they're working on a trade, excuse me. The Sixers are working on acquiring Eric Gordon in a 3-team trade. Matisse Thybulle will be sent to the Trailblazers. So just something to look out for, potentially.
LOL. LOL.
Are we all set for Ospreay winning this one, pretty much?
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably looks like a smaller version of the Big Show. Perfect. Thank you for killing the mood. All right, up next. Tag Team Gold, once again, the Young Bucks. Actually, sorry. Tag Champs, Young Bucks, along with El Phantasmo and Hikuleo versus Darby Allin, Sting, Hiromu Takahashi, and Shingo Takagi. Who we got winning this 4v4?
Now, here's the question. Are the titles on the line?
No.
Sting and Darby Allin.
Yeah, I could see that just to keep the crowd happy. You know what I mean?
Only if the titles were on the line, I say
it's a 4v4, so
right. But since it's a 4v4, they didn't add a special stipulation where, But
who you got, Chris?
Sting and Darby Allin.
Yeah, I think so too. Also, yeah, I do see. I just checked to see what Tony was saying. Yes, Ishii is hurt. So he suffered a left knee injury, so he will not be able to there. It says Clark Connors, who Ishii defeated in the finals, will take his place. So we have Clark. He's not going to win anyways, but
no. Clark
Connors. I have not seen any of his work. I don't think so. Congrats.
He's solid. I've seen Clark Connors. He's solid, but nothing great.
He ain't going to win the match. Okay, I got you. So Sting, Darby Allin, all of them, congrats. I'm gonna save this one for a little bit later. Thunder Rosa, Toni Storm Women's Championship. I got Thunder Rosa retaining. What about y'all?
I agree. I think we're gonna give Thunder Rosa a pretty lengthy.
Yeah,
title run.
I think they're gonna have her hold on to it. Who you got, Chris? You think Tony's gonna get the win?
No, I think Thunder Rosa is going to hold on to the belt.
I have been impressed with Tony Storm though. She's done really good in her short time.
So hold on, there's actually been like some talks that people don't really like Thunder Rosa because she sandbags and all that stuff. You think that much should be enough to kind of cut her title reign premature?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think it'll be anything. I see what you're saying, but I don't think that's going to be an issue.
I just figured I asked because like I don't know if it would or not.
Oh yeah, no, I know people who were thinking, oh yeah, they're obviously going to get the title off her because of this, but I don't see it.
Jabari Smith to Houston.
Yep.
3.
All right. Yep. So Thunder Rosa across the board. All right. We have the top 3 matches here. We have Zack Sabre Jr. versus question marks. So we don't know.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of people think it's gonna be Cesaro. Honestly, I don't. I think this is. I don't know.
Let's see. Tony Gonzales is going with Tony with the upset for the women's championship. I think. I don't know. Only two I can think of is Gargano and Cesaro. Those are the only two I think off the top of my head. I don't know who else it will be. I really don't. Unless it's like someone coming over from New Japan to AEW. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I'm going to go with the question mark, though. Whoever that may be getting the win. Because, come on. You got to book it like that, man.
I'm going with that.
Chris, who you got?
I'll go question mark.
Congratulations, question mark. Getting the win. Let's go Bacon. All right. Next match, IWGP World Heavyweight Title, Fatal 4-Way. We got Jay White, the champ, Okada, Adam Cole, and Adam Page. Are we getting a new champion by chance?
No, but I think they continue to get the crack between Adam Cole and Jay White even more, to the part that the Undisputed Elite officially becomes their own thing and they don't really rock with Bullet Club anymore. I think Jay White, I think it goes to a situation where I think Adam Cole gets Hangman Adam Page in a position where he's about to get pinned and he's about to get like dispatched, and all of a sudden Jay White is gonna hit him. He's gonna hit Adam Cole with the was it running blade or something like that?
Sling blade.
Sling blade,
whatever it is.
Switchblade, whatever it is. But he hits him with that.
The
and
blade.
He goes and then he steals the win from Adam Cole, and Adam Cole kind of looks at him and got him, and Jay White goes,
Jay
"Better luck
Cole.
next time, buddy."
Jay Cole.
Yeah, Jay Cole.
Damien said, "I thought Cesaro was trying to go back." No, no, I don't think so. He would have been back, I think. I think this is gonna be a really good match. I know. White just won it like a few weeks ago, so I don't think they're gonna like switch it that quick. But I could see like a singles match between Jay and Cole, because they have been kind of, they've been a little tense at recent weeks for Dynamite, and I think it's gonna be a good matchup. But I think White will retain with some healery.
Yeah, I agree. I think White will retain.
And finally, the last match on the card, we got the World Championship for AEW. Tanahashi, Jon Moxley, Pride. Do I need to ask you? It's your boy. He's not even gonna unmute himself. That's why he's so confident.
I have Moxley.
Yeah, I think Moxley too. Just because they were also hyping it up on the show, they were saying like he's fighting for the lifeblood of the company, like something like that.
And honestly, and that's kind of what's making me think is going to be Moxley.
If they didn't do that, then I think it could have went either way. But they were really pushing that.
You can't do that when Tanahashi is a baby face with baby face flowing through his veins.
Oh yeah, no, he's like the ultimate good guy. That's why they call him like the John Cena in Japan.
Right, like he's a better booked John Cena, or like they don't boo him.
Right.
You know what I mean? If it was a guy like Evil, I think we have a completely different conversation.
Every villain is limited.
Even to an extent, Tetsuya Naito, if it was him,
I was surprised he didn't get a match on the card, honestly. I'm a little surprised by that. I thought he would have got in here. So that's the last match. I'm going Moxley getting the win back in AEW. Also, we have another draft pick here. It looks like the Kings not moving their number 4. They're going to go with Keegan Murray out of Iowa. So Chet is already dropping to at least 5.
Neat.
Also, thank you, Damien. King to the Kings. Tony says, do you think the build for pay-per-view has been good? I think injuries have really kind of hurt it. But, I mean, they've tried their best, really. I mean, whatever you have both Danielson and Punk out,
Right.
that really hurts. But, I mean, I feel like they've done a good job, even though these are somewhat just random matches for the most part.
They are, but they feel important. And do you want to know why they feel important?
Why?
Because AEW does pay-per-views every other month.
Instead of every month.
Right. Because now you're giving it time. Like, for instance, bro, we just, like, half these feuds in WWE don't even feel like, it feels dumb.
Bro, half the feuds are still going on from WrestleMania. What you mean?
That's horrible.
That's what it looks like, but
Bro, we would have gotten Cody. We would have gotten Cody versus
Roman
versus Seth 4. No, we would have gotten that 4 if he didn't tear his pec.
Unfortunately, now Cody's gonna be out for like 9 months. Randy Orton also out for about 9 months, give or take, right?
Yep.
So it just sucks, man. Injuries are really hurting wrestling right now. But that's what you see though. In terms of building new stars, AEW still got them beat.
Yep.
Because I mean, my God, imagine. I mean, Roman ain't been there. I know he's like there a week, looking a little chunky. He's been getting some weight on with his vacation. But my God, I mean, if it's not for him, who else is on the card that's a good babyface? Beside Riddle, and insert random wrestler number 2 here.
Oh, put it back here, gotcha.
It's been an issue that everyone's been talking about for years, Chris. But you're really starting to see it now. That there are no new up-and-coming stars in WWE, at least.
No, they don't, because every time they bring
at least for like really heels or baby faces. Because my God, we're getting Brock and Roman part 74 now. I don't know. All right, well, let's get out of here, everyone. Like I said, thank you all for tuning in tonight, watching the show. Also, Purdue's Jaden Ivey looks like he's going to go to the Detroit Pistons at number 5. So there we go. Last pick there. We got through all top 5. Thanks for my co-host tonight, Chris Gonzalez, and of course Pride for chiming in. Also Frankie C for chiming in. Like I said, we go live Tuesdays, Thursdays, 7 o'clock, Saturdays at 8. Live on Unscripted, also live on the All Sports All Plays Network. Go over there, check out all the other amazing content they got. Like I said, for Chris, I've been your host, Logan Landers. Have a great night, everyone, and we will talk to you again on the next episode.
I don't wanna hear any more small talk. Off that short pier, take a long walk. My style ain't free, cause it ain't off top. I'm at your throat, go get a cough drop. I don't wanna hear any more small talk. Off that short pier, take a long walk. My style ain't free, cause it ain't off top. I'm at your throat, go get a cough drop. It's kush. I love me too much and your brain turn to mush. Fall flat on your tush. You couldn't handle the product I push. I guess I'm just used to it, I just do it. Like Nike swoosh, none of that Reggie Bush, cause I'm top shelf. I ain't got wealth, but I'm on my grind like park rails. I'd sell the shoes right off my 2 feet, then add one, that's a yard sale. Got dumb bars that be smarter than Harvard, Yale. Take your pictures elsewhere, you wanna be TMZ, I wanna be VIP. Quit pandering, I'm not answering, cause I don't wanna hear any more small talk. Off that short pier, take a long walk. My style ain't free, cause it ain't off top. I'm at your throat, go get a cough drop. I don't wanna hear any more small talk. Off that short pier, take a long walk. My style ain't free, cause it ain't off top. I'm at your throat, go get a cough drop. All of that bark and no bite, that's alright. Not everyone can be the big dog. Take a walk, pick rocks, can't keep me out cause I pick locks. They hearing me knocking, I'll never be stopped.